I spoke with Mustafa, who's got 7,000 subscribers on YouTube, and he also has an email list of 2,500. And he asked me which school to begin with first, a free community or a paid one, or both, or how to make that transition with it all, how to be building an email list from social media, how to move people into a free community so the free community can warm them up and get them to raise hands or get them to express interest into the paid one as well, and how to get paid members out of an email list or out of a free Skool community then into his paid membership. So that's what we talked about today in this session. We discussed the plan of how to set up his Skool communities and how to start growing and building his Skool membership. So let us discuss the plan, all right?
Yep.
You said that you already have some audience, right?
I have an audience, yeah. It's a growing audience. I've been doing YouTube for about 2 months and it's grown quite quickly, to be fair. I've attracted the right audience. While I was making it, I was thinking of ways to monetize it, which was very difficult in my niche. So I came up with a couple ideas. A couple of them didn't work, which I thought were great ideas. They didn't work. So I've come to this strategy now, which I think has a lot of potential and it can work. It just needs to be done correctly, I guess. So there's just a few systems or questions that I would have to get answered and then get the ball rolling.
Sounds like a plan, yeah. So it's, you could put those people into a community, into a course, into this environment, get them on monthly memberships, and potentially you could monetize this, right?
Yeah, sure.
So look, I do have answers for you about how to approach building, the Skool course membership community and the promotional plan and the automations, right? I do have answers for that. So we're going to talk about those today here and the plan, okay? Right. So the idea there is, because you have 7K on YouTube now and you have 2.5 emails or so, right?
Yeah.
The idea is that out of YouTube, still we will be moving people to an email list. And then to the email list, we're going to set up some kind of automations and even individual emails that we're going to send out. But we can set up some kind of sequences that warm up your people into the membership, for the membership.
Yeah.
Right? So
I sent you 2 documents just now. One of them is exactly what you just said. So it'll be like a social media content that goes into leads. They'll have an email opt-in. And that will funnel it to Skool, etc. Just a generic rough.
Right, exactly. So let's see, because that's exactly what I'm talking about. Social media to leads, email opt-in. Now, funnel to Skool landing page, free community, paid community, ? Yes, email newsletters, weekly emails plus, and yeah, we need to squeeze here an automated sequence.
Yeah.
In between, because you're going to be doing individual email newsletters, no problem. But we need to create an automated system. For example, I created last time this diagram, right? I wrote out this value-driven email sequence that's just value-driven mostly. It just provides a lot of value, right? And if they kind of click, then we fire up toward them a promotional sequence, right? So anyway, that all fits into this. It's just another thing here. We need to call it an automated sequence, right? Now, let me ask you this question. I want to sort this out, right? Free community question, right? I do have both free and paid, right? Myself. But I would suggest you to begin with a paid one first.
Yeah. I wrote a question mark on the free community because the actual community that I am going to be creating, I'll give you a rough context on what the channel is about. So the channel is just about people that want to move abroad, right? So I've moved abroad and my channel covers my country that I've moved to, which is Oman right now. And it's just bringing eyes to Oman. So I want to diversify on, I send you the other page. So the paid community will be basically like everything got to do with the country or making the move, people that want to make the move. So there'll be people within the community that have not just made the move to this country in particular, but also following countries like UAE, Malaysia, just specific countries, predominantly Muslim countries that people want to leave the West to go to like a Muslim country. So that's my channel. In the document I sent you, that's like the actual idea of the paid community. If I have a free community, it's just going to be a lot of people inside there just talking and just amongst themselves and trying to help each other out, etc. But there's no actual final answer, if that makes sense.
So, I mean, look, This is the point. No. Look, don't think free community is awesome. Okay, even if those people talk amongst themselves and stuff like that, this is all good. The whole point of free community is that it's a stepping stone to feed the paid one, right? Free community builds an email list and you can move people into a paid one. But let me tell you this, you don't need to open a free one yet, because you can just go, because I did all of this myself. I did it the other way, right? I began with a free and then paid, but I shouldn't do it kind of that way. I should just begin with a paid first, because it's easier. It's easier for you to get the first few paid members first. You start getting some money in, you solidify your membership foundation. Later on, if you introduce a free community, it starts helping you a lot. This also depends on a few other things, because I'm working with another person here who's got 450K on Instagram and 27K on email. This person opened both at the same time because they have so much demand. So he moves so much quicker, right? He opened free, he opened paid. He just launched it all at the same time because he can, right? But that's a lot more work. So, anyway, we'll discuss this. But I think our focus should be, hey, open a paid one, get a few members in for a smaller price or whatever, depends what's the strategy going to be all about, and start seeing what people need, right? So what's your thoughts on that? Which way you want to go?
I don't mind, to be honest. For me, the free community, if like you're saying, is there and it just has people in there, then it's low maintenance. But I wouldn't know how to create content for that free community, because then what difference would my paid community have to the free community? In terms of
I'm saying that having a free community is actually really awesome to have. But what I'm saying also is that if you open both at the same time, it's going to be too much for you maybe to start.
Mm-hmm.
Or because it's easier to just begin with a paid one first. We promote that one. We create systems around it, right? Because what is also free, similar as a free community, is your email list.
Yeah, if you're worrying about would I be able to mentally deal with the capacity, that's completely fine. I'll take on both things. That's not a problem.
If we can move fast, we can introduce all of these other things, no problem. We just need to begin somewhere. I usually suggest let's begin with a paid one first. Let's create the material for this one. And then start building those promotional things around it. And then we introduce the free community as well. You could introduce a free one also right now if people would jump into it, because we can set up those 3 questions and we collect emails. We set up 3 questions and some of them could say yes to the 3rd question or whatever question, where you would ask them, hey, would you want to know more about our private support membership or whatever, right?
I think that way it might be better, just because of the simple fact of, if I have a free community, I can drive all my audience into the new growing audience into a free community and get the email lists, if that makes sense. If I have the email list, then I can convert.
Yeah. Now, but at the same time, right, we need to be able to start monetizing this, right?
Yeah.
So even if people will be flowing into the free one, right? At the same time, we need to start selling those emails, and these free people, if they say yes, we need to be able to take them, sell them into the paid program.
Yeah.
Right? So if we can do this at the same time, yes, that's okay. Because this is going to be a big system, right? Let me show you just this really quick so you understand what I'm trying to say, right? This is my simplest membership model here, right? Like content to an email list and then into the paid membership, right? But I used to show to people this one, like social audience into the free community and into the email list at the same time, right? Because this free community actually does generate good leads when people come in. We get them things to do. They have a lot of questions. We can talk with them a lot. And then we move them into the paid one. So that was my older model. I stopped teaching this at first point to people because it was hard for them to take on 2 groups at the same time or whatever.
Okay.
Right?
I got you.
The
thing with that is I also have a partner that I might have on board with this actual community. So it's going to be 2 people. So we each have double the work capacity to take on both communities, because it's 2 of us, obviously.
Yeah. So because if that, right, like this is the plan usually, right? First of all, you need to decide on what's going to be mini course material for the paid one. Mm-hmm. Have you already worked on that, or you need to do it from scratch?
I have to do it from scratch. That's the second document I sent you, which is it's going to require a lot of work, because obviously, like I said, I can only cover so much. So I'm going to need other people to make courses and get other people to do it.
So, because look, what I usually suggest to people is create a very simple first course for the paid membership. Very simple one, like introduction and 3-4 videos and summary conclusion, right? Like something so simple that just teaches them the main method, right? And whatever else, right? Because you don't want to spend 3 weeks right now creating this course. You want to sit down for an hour or two, write it through my simple method, which I have a template for, write it out, sit down over the weekend, maybe next weekend, and just record the first version of it, for example, right? That's how I teach it. Because you don't want to fall into a gap of spending 2 months creating a course.
Yeah.
You know, the course can be done so quickly, put it up, because it will never be perfect anyway. But the more important thing is the promotion and getting people on board so they can watch those 3 videos, and then they're going to have questions. They're going to ask them in the paid community. They're going to go on a weekly call with you to ask questions and be guided, right?
Yeah.
So that's this small thing.
I can start recording. I can record most of it in a week, to be fair. But it's just about, like I said, that's just going to be one content. And if I record this, they already have this free value or free information that I have in this community within my YouTube channel. So I would have to get a bit more in there.
That's a thing. Let me tell you something. Myself, I have put almost all of my content on YouTube. But the idea of my paid membership is that I have created another smaller course that is very step-by-step and very streamlined. Like it's a faster way of, like on my YouTube, people don't have any support from me. They are busy with other stuff, right? But in my membership, they do get this guidance, right? They get support, they get community, they get to ask questions, they get me telling people, hey, do this, do that, this is how you should, you know what I mean? So that's what they get, you know. So
it's more personal, in touch with you yourself, direct contact, really.
Yeah, and even with you, right? I mean, like, that's why I'm saying don't worry about your YouTube channel. That's awesome, keep doing it, put a lot of stuff in there, no problem. But the community is access to you, access to, you know, to a few other bonus courses later on, and some Excel documents, I don't know, whatever, that they are not on YouTube, or even if they are, right? But this is more organized, okay? You're gonna, it seems, need a week or two to write it out, a mini course, record it or so, because we need that in the paid membership, all right?
Yeah.
The other thing, I'm going to give you a template to write a membership offer description that we will put on Skool about page. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
We need to do that. So these are the 2 things need to be done now. Now, if you want, you could already open a free community meanwhile as well, while you are preparing stuff for the paid one.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a good plan.
I mean, because this one, you know, via emails and via YouTube, you could already announce it to people. They could already start flowing in.
Yeah.
And we could give them 3 questions. We could connect it to the email list, so it would build an email list. You could record an introduction, welcome video for this free community or whatever. Tell people, hey, introduce yourself. You know, if you have questions, just ask them in the, I don't know, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like that's one way. But if you don't want to do the free one and you want to just focus on a paid one, then you need to prepare that course anyway, right? Like, and in 1 or 2 weeks' time, it's going to be time for promotion, right? Opening.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan. I think having the free community just as a stepping stone for people to get warmed up, to get comfortable talking to each other. They will have access to certain questions, but not all the questions. So when I release the paid community, it's going to be bang, right in their face, blow them out of the water type of thing.
Right. Which software do you use for email marketing?
I literally have just got accumulated all these emails. I've got it on at the moment. I think it's MailChimp at the moment.
Have you used MailChimp a lot to send any emails out already?
I haven't sent no emails at all yet. That's all. It's only been like a month since I've like started my content and it's just been blowing up.
Right. So, okay, we'll solve this. I will introduce you probably to Systemi.io for email marketing. It's free to begin and all these kind of things. It's just that I am more familiar with it and the automations rather than MailChimp. MailChimp is a little limited with. So anyway, we'll discuss if we want to just put that list into this app
Is there a quick way to do that? To transfer all the content? Or is it like literally one by one by one?
No, you just, I know the quick ways. Yeah, you just export the list, import the list, and these kind of things, right? So we'll discuss that as a second step. Right now, we just talked about the plan here, right? So we understand what we want to do, right? We want to move YouTube people and email people into a free community, as you're saying, and warm them up a little bit, and then announce in 2-3 weeks the paid one, start signing people up, right?